So these terrorists are committing covert, aggravated assault and robbery right now. They're shocking my back, shocking me right here. They keep making terrorist threats and assault by threats. Look for kids running around with my eyes of the world idea, my guiltless pleasures idea, my man's best friend idea, and my War of the Worlds idea, as well as my Danger Mace idea. Those are some key people either hiring these terrorists or some of the key people committing aggravated assault and robbery for my property. I already sent it to the Intellectual Property Rights Commission about these terrorists. Right now, they're shocking me either because they lost a bet or they're trying to steal property or what. I don't know what they're doing, but they're assaulting me right now. And sometimes they'll assault me and demand property. And I always tell them to eat shit. And then they'll even try to look hard, assault me, demand property. And I write to law enforcement. Then they'll pretend I gave it up when I never give up property. So they're like lying to idiots. So you need to watch some key videos. These kids are lying to idiots, and they're lying to people with poor analytical skills and poor investigative skills. Like, for instance, they think if I showed an idea 2 years after it's been stolen, that means I gave up the idea. No, I was showing it to law enforcement. Another hustle they have is when I write to law enforcement, they think they have the right to put it in some game and pretend I showed it to people. So there's some people with very, very poor investigative analyses who aren't asking the right questions investigating this, or they're involved with the terrorist and they're just lying through their teeth. But I get to the bottom of it. I made a video about key things you should be asking and looking for. For instance, when was the property stolen? When was it sold? And when did I show it to law enforcement? And it was never for law enforcement. I'm reporting it stolen. Or who are pretending to be investigators? When was the property stolen? When was it sold? And then when did he sell? When did he send it to you, thinking you were an investigator? If the investigators are the ones stealing, when was it stolen? Keep in mind it's stolen right when I think of it because it uploads via telepathy. So that's one key point that they're already stealing. So don't fall for these kids' crimes. They're committing repeated accounts of assault, making repeated threats. Some of them also commit assault when they lose bets and are holding me hostage in this RICO. There's illegal gambling, blackmail, bribery, extortion, repeated witness tampering, obstruction of justice, tax evasion. How are they not in prison for RICO in the least? How are they not in prison for IP theft, economic espionage, and data theft? How are they not in prison for breaches of Nuremberg Code, invasions of privacy? If you can see me right now in my room, follow the peace sign. It's invasions of privacy and stalking. How are they not in prison? And if you know the technology they're using, it's repeated accounts of assault. How are they not in prison for multiple life sentences? Not to mention witness tampering. 20 years involving RICO, terrorism, and organized crime. How are they not in prison? Whether they're bombarding me with telepathy or shocking me with implantable devices. How are they not in prison? But these people are infuriating me. They're neuromodulating me and shocking me with different devices right now. And it's more than infuriating.